Well, okay. Welcome to Unit 3, W131. This is a very big unit, okay? And we're not in high school anymore, as you pointed out right at the very beginning of the class. And even though you may have done well with a high school research paper, I hope you did. It'll help you a lot, okay? It doesn't always translate automatically to an A in college because the college research paper is different, all right? We're asking you to do something a little more complex. We're asking you to do more critical thinking. We're asking you to do more analysis, much like you did in Unit 2. That's why I introduced Unit 2 when I did and why I had you do Unit 2. I asked you to look at a variety of texts, including the Faulkner text. I asked you to look at some research, and I asked you to look at some theory, analyze those, and bring them together, okay? And that's what you're going to be doing, exactly the same thing with the research paper, okay? Very often high school, a research paper is sort of a compilation of a pile of books, and it's like a book report. You just take a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit here, and basically tell the teacher what you read. That's not the point here. Here you're going to tell each other and me what you've learned. That's different, all right? What have you actually learned, all right? And you're going to be writing analysis and not an opinion. Basically, we're asking for your opinion on a subject, but we're asking for your supported opinion. We're basically asking you, what did the research tell you? All right, reading all this material, what did it actually tell you to help you form your opinion? Opinions are a dime a dozen, all right? And all too often in today's society, we confuse opinions with positions and support, okay, with supported positions. And the two are entirely different. There's a famous phrase, they're a lot like H's, okay? Everybody has one, all right? I don't want to spell it out any more clearly than that, but everybody's got an opinion, and so we don't care about your opinion. What we care about is how you arrived at your opinion, how well you can support your opinion, not with logic, okay, but with facts, with research, with previous experience, with experience that can be duplicated, all right? So it's absolutely critical that you understand this difference between just compiling a book report and presenting a ton of information and or analyzing the information where you arrive at a supported opinion. Those are the only kind of opinions that count. They're the only kind of opinions that help you become good citizens, fully actualized citizens. They're the only kind of opinions that are going to help you in the business world, the professional world, are your supported positions. All right. So that's the difference here. And you're going to do this by doing a lot of research and bringing all that research together towards a topic of your own choosing. I help you find a topic, but I'm not telling you the topic. Okay. I'm not causing you to pick a specific topic. I think it's very important that you find something that's meaningful to you, that's helpful to you. It ought not to be one of these opinion papers you wrote in high school where, why you hate gun control or why you hate this or hate that or don't believe in this and that. That's not the point here. The point is pick a topic that's going to help you. Okay, a topic in your life, a topic in your family, a medical issue, a physical issue, a teaching issue, a learning issue, a job issue, anything like that, something that's helpful. Okay. Now, to do this, you're going to have to do a lot of reading. This is a long unit. It's a very complex unit. It's a very difficult unit. You're going to have to pay a lot of attention to Blackboard. You're going to really have to do the work. I very clearly state the goals. I'm looking at your Blackboard homepage now for the unit, the learning module. The Unit 3 overview, please read that so you understand the goals of the unit. I've just gone over that. Unit 3 readings, there's a lot of them. You really need to refer to the textbook often. This is a very, very good textbook. It's going to teach you how to do this. And more than that, it's telling you what my expectations are. It's really kind of implying to you how I'm going to be grading this paper, okay? Item 3 are all the lectures. You have to go through the lectures. You have to look at how to use EBSCOhost. It's also called Academic Search Premier. I point you to another really interesting database called Opposing Viewpoints Resource Center, where you kind of get a lot of back and forth on some issues, but they're all, it's all research, all supported material. Then, of course, we have to get into integrating sources. How do you actually bring the source material into your paper? How do you actually cite, C-I-T-E? How do you actually do the citing? Boy, if you've never been exposed to that before, you've got your work cut out for you. It's very hard to teach. It's even harder to teach over the internet, so you're going to have to look at items 3.3, 3.4, 3.5 really, really carefully, okay? Item 3.6 helps you get started on your paper. Now, item 4 is extremely important. That's your topic selection that helps walk you through how you're going to find a topic. Some students feel intimidated when I say, I'm not going to choose a topic for you. Okay, you'd be surprised there are students that are very uncomfortable with that. Okay, but that's the case. Best topics are ones that you discover for yourself. And I walk you through that very carefully. That's what all of item 4, 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3 does. Now, guess what? Beginning of this unit, we have a librarian attached to Blackboard, like literally. She's a real person. Sue Skekloff, wonderful human being. In item 5, you can actually ask her questions and she'll respond to them. Okay, so if you're having trouble with a topic, if you're having trouble finding research, ask her. She won't find you specific articles, but she'll point you in the right direction. All right. Now, we have this paper is going to live and fall on its thesis statement. That's going to be critical. Item 6, I give you some more review about thesis statement. Then, of course, there are a lot of discussions for this unit, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, 7.4, 7.5. So you have 5 discussions. You must keep up with the discussions. I sent you all, hope I did, emails saying I'm not taking any more late papers now with this unit, no more late discussions, nothing. No excuses, nothing. This unit unfolds very quickly, and you have to consider the process, and you have to do it in the order in which I present it. That helps you accomplish this by the deadline. All right, I'm helping you. Following all the individual deadlines helps you reach the final deadline. I give you 3 grading rubrics. By now, I hope you're used to the rubrics I've been sending you. Okay, item 8.1 shows you how I'm going to grade your annotated bibliography. That might be a new task for you. Item 8.2 shows you how I'm going to grade the outline and thesis statement. And item 8.3 shows you how I'm going to grade the argued position. Now, that said, I will not be reading your rough draft of your paper. Okay, the rough draft you submit to peer review, and you and your peers go back and forth and work on it and fine tune it. I want to read a polished draft, not a rough draft. Item 9.1 gives you specifically the criteria for the whole unit. All right, you really want to be familiar with that document. And then item 9.2 is all the Dropbox. 9.2 is the Dropbox information for your topic proposal. That's due in, let me see if I can do the math here. That is due in 2 weeks. Okay, so you have 2 weeks now to be working on your topic proposal. That's a written document. Then following week, you do a mock interview, pretending that you're interviewing somebody. This is brainstorming. Okay, you don't really have to interview anybody, but you have to come up with the questions. This helps you get started on your paper. Then after that, you have the annotated bib, which is due, and this causes you to organize all your research and get your research done by a certain time. Then I give you a chance to look at some outlines, how to make some outlines, and then there's a Dropbox item for your outline and thesis statement. That's critical. I want to look at those. And then I present to you a sample research paper in item 9.10, and then you have your peer review. You actually have to submit your first draft. Has to be complete. Do not submit an incomplete draft. Submit a complete draft right before Thanksgiving, and then right after Thanksgiving is when you actually submit the polished draft to me. So there's a ton of work to do. You really, really need to get started now, okay? And please bear with me as I grade your literature analysis. I have a lot of them, and I want to spend a lot of time on them, and so don't expect these back so quickly, please. This doesn't prevent you from getting on with your next tasks. The research paper unfolds very carefully, so start working on getting it unfolded, all right? And in the meantime, I will be getting your papers back to you, and you can see how well you're doing on some of the issues with paragraphs and that kind of thing. But you don't need to wait for that. Please get started on your next work. Do not fall behind. I've said that. I'm looking at my notes here. Make sure you stay on top of the discussions. Remember, the discussions are brainstorming. Okay, they're helping you write the paper. They're giving you ideas. So please pay critical attention to the discussions. Please participate fully, okay? They're there to help you. And then, of course, I get to measure how well you're engaged in the class that way and engaged in the work week to week. So, okay, as usual, if you have questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Bye now.